Hi, it's Kim from Sales for Non-Salespeople, here with my friend Alex to do another role play demonstration that will help you with one of the things that is really critical in terms of developing the relationship. So if you had a chance to see our last video, we role played meeting at a networking event and making the transition from, hey, how are you doing and what do you do, to the next step. In this role play, we're having a coffee meeting and we're going to be talking about how to continue that rapport building, how to ask the kinds of compelling questions that are going to get the answers that you need in order to perhaps provide a solution, and how to make the transition to the next step, which maybe is a solution and a proposal, or maybe even, well, it's time for you to come in and meet some more of my colleagues. So thank you again to my friend Alex, who's going to join me in today's role play, and we will also do a little bit of coaching as we go, and I'll stop the role play and give her some tips and pointers. All right, here we go.
Yeah, so when we met at the chamber event last week, you were telling me that you have a hard time fitting in the more tedious aspects of your job.
Of course I do.
The
Who
business,
wants to do the tedious
stuff,
things?
and nobody does.
Right, I definitely don't. It's just not my forte.
Yeah. Has that always been the case as long as you've had your business?
Yeah, absolutely. And I have it's funny that we met actually. I've been kind of looking for some help and I don't really know what kind of help I need. I think I need a lot of help. I'm not sure what that help looks like.
Is it just you, or do you have other people on your team?
Just me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have any virtual assistant, or you do everything?
It is just me.
No wonder it feels like it's a lot.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's the urgency? Is this something that you feel like you want to start working on right away? Is this something that you feel like you're not quite sure where to go? Or
I've been sort of, quietly growing, but I am looking this year for some pretty substantial growth, and I know that I'm going to need some support to really build that foundation so I can grow.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm not really sure what exactly I need.
Yeah. You mentioned you're going to grow substantially in the next year. Do you have are there concrete things coming up that that you're already preparing for?
Some, but then I have other things that I'm working towards.
Because the reason I ask is that you can't do too many changes and improvements at once. If you already have a bunch of things in the works to boost your marketing, then maybe it's not the best time to also look at.
Oh my goodness, I hadn't even thought of that. That is such valuable information.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Is that a helpful conversation of thinking about looking at the next 6 months, 12 months, and all the things you have coming, and how do you prioritize, and maybe are you doing the right things first so that you're going to be not sabotaging yourself for changes coming forward?
Yes, I really do need that sort of help.
Yeah. Would you be interested in talking about how I could work with you to do that? Is that something that...
I think I might be. Tell me a little bit more about you.
Yeah. So I grew up. My whole professional career was in small workplaces where there wasn't really any focus on the operations and administration. Those were just the things that needed to be done. Okay. And as these organizations grew, I could see the direct impact of not thinking about how those things were done. I felt like you were always scrambling and always outgrowing the old way things were done, but you didn't realize it until it was a crisis mode.
Right. So we want to avoid that crisis. I would like to avoid that crisis.
Yeah, I think everybody wants to avoid the crisis. It just sadly it takes time to avoid crisis, but it's the upfront time to prevent crisis later.
Okay. So what do we do?
Well, let's set up a time to get together, and what we would do is talk through all of the different things that you do in your work, and get a sense of what are all the things that take up your time, the things you like doing, the things you don't like doing, and then looking at them and say, what still makes sense considering the scope of your business now? Are there things that you can offload? Are there things that maybe it's time to delegate? Have you grown to a
So
point?
that would be kind of like an assessment where you would learn a little more about where you could have the most impact. Okay, that sounds good. All right, let's do it.
Great.
Okay, time out. I didn't actually need to do very much coaching in this role play. She did a great job. I hope you were able to see how she took that rapport from our previous meeting where we met at a networking event, was able to build on that and ask me some compelling questions about what was happening, what were the challenges that I am facing in my business, and aligning those with the sorts of things she can help people improve. So I hope you agree with me. She did a pretty good job, and that, this is the sort of thing that we can all learn from. Everybody can always get better, and Alex did a great job here, but I'm pretty sure that if she keeps on working at it, she'll be even better than she was today. So if this is something that you think you might like to work on as well, doing some role play practice, because practice really does make a difference, then do get in touch with me. You can reach me at kim@kimfrederick.com, and I'll spell that weird last name, Fredrich. Thanks for watching.